Hello everyone, and welcome to back to Budget Life Mom Life, and welcome to my very first budget with me. So I get paid bi-weekly. I am a warehouse manager, but due to my health, which I have explained, or not really explained, but said in my grocery hauls, I have been not working a ton lately, trying to figure out what's wrong. So waiting for disability to come in and everything. So I normally take home about $1,900 every 2 weeks, but this week we are working with $1,300. So I've gone ahead and written down like all of my categories, and then we're gonna just change them up a little bit if we need to, based off of what I have left. But most of it is pretty much right on because I knew I was gonna be budgeting with less money. And then go ahead and break it down and stuff our envelopes. So it is the 14th when I'm filming this. I have already gone grocery shopping today, as well as we've already eaten out because I did this like a couple days late, maybe like 5 days late, because it's my first one, trying to make sure I'm ready, have all the supplies and everything ready for you all. So please welcome me and join me as we dive into this budget that I have. So the very first thing that I do when I get paid is I go ahead and transfer money into my bills, which is in its own bank account. So my husband's check's deposited into our bills account and pays the majority of our bills, and I usually add about $600 per paycheck. But because we're working with less, I'm only going to be adding in about $300 this time, and just see what we can do until I can figure out health-wise what's wrong, and I can go ahead and get my full paychecks back. We do like to keep a buffer in there, so it's okay for now. So that's all that's going to be in our bills category. So that's going to leave us with $1,000 left over for all of our cash envelopes, sinking funds, as well as savings. We're currently not working on attacking any debt right now. My goal is to go ahead and fully fund our emergency account again. We had it saved up and money in the bank, and because of all of this and waiting on disability and figuring out what, I've almost depleted all of our savings accounts, unfortunately, to go ahead and live. So luckily this month I have some stocks vesting with my company, so I'm able to contribute a little bit more financially to make sure that we are okay and that our bills are getting paid. So the first thing that we are going to budget is our groceries. We are a family of 4. My husband, myself, my son who's 10, and my daughter who's 8. And then we have a bunny and a dog. So I do about $600 for the month, $300 every paycheck. So I have already this is what we budgeted, but I have already spent every single cent of it. You'll see in my upcoming grocery haul, that money is gone. So that will sustain us for the next 2 weeks, probably like a week and a half, until I can figure out some more stuff with disability or figure out where we're gonna need to go. So I'm not really sure when the next time we're gonna get paid is, but I do have some money sitting in the bank. So that way we have some money going forward if I don't get a paycheck soon. My husband and I each give each other $50 our budget so that we can go ahead and spend and use whatever we want while we are going, having some spending money is always nice, even if you are on a budget, just to know that you can buy something if you want it. The last 2 weeks, I ended up actually needing to go ahead and spend my $50 on something we needed, like grocery shopping. So this time I'm actually giving myself $100 to pay myself back. I've already spent $50 of it. If anybody has shopped on Temu, I just experienced my first Temu shopping yesterday, I think, or the day before, and was a little bit addicted to looking up stuff. So I already spent $50 of that. We'll be stuffing the other $50 to go ahead forward with that, but it was actually really fun going on there and exploring. So, and my husband has already spent his, but that is that. Medical, like I said, lots of doctor's visits, lots of medications that I'm trying to figure out for me. So right now, we are spending quite a bit on medical, so a big chunk of that has to go for copays and specialists and all of that. So we need to leave that at 200. When we go out to eat, we try to go out to eat once a week is our goal going forward. So I budget about $50 a week to go ahead and go out to eat with our family. So this doesn't necessarily mean we'll spend it just like once. Like today we went to Sam's and I spent $5 buying like pizza and pretzels. So, you know, it could be something small like that, but it is our budget of $100. For my kids, they each get $5 a week in allowance. So they don't get it, actually they get the opportunity to earn $5 a week. So if, you know, they do their chores without asking, or if they help out with the pets and they don't complain, type of thing, you know, helping tidy up their rooms, just little chores like that, then they will get this $5 a week to go ahead, you know, build up and save for things they want. Try and teach them to save their money and save up for the things they want and not spend it right away is definitely a goal for me, because it's not something that I learned when I was growing up. And so when I turned 18, you know, the credit cards came and I just spent. So for miscellaneous, this is something I haven't really budgeted for before, but I'm going to start with 10. I think I might have to go a little bit higher than that. But we're going to go ahead and leave it at 10 right now. So that's going to leave us at $780 going forward, I believe. Sorry, I did a mock one. And I need to see. Yes. Oh, it looks like I also had to borrow some money from my kids. I had it in my wallet, so I used it knowing I was going to get paid again. So I need to go ahead and pay them back that money. We're at $730. $850 is where we are at now. But because some of it's already been spent, I'm not going to end up actually budgeting it all out. Oh, some of it came out before I actually took this money out, so I guess it was a little bit higher than $1,300 when I put it in. So work with me, sorry, we'll figure it out. So I put $50 into sinking funds. My son just started basketball, so I need to go ahead and get him some new shoes desperately. So he needs new basketball shoes. Summer is the month for birthday, the time for birthdays in my family, so I need to continue to add that up. My emergency fund's going to get $100. Christmas, $20, because I haven't saved anything for Christmas yet, and I need to start. My kids go to year-round school, and so their year starts in July. So I don't have anything saved for back to school right now, so we're going to go ahead and put that in. For pets, we're doing $25. And for extracurriculars is $25. Like I said, my daughter does math, my son does basketball. And we're looking into maybe karate for him and maybe voice lessons for my daughter. So it just depends on if we can put that in the budget. So let me just double check. When I did this earlier, it made more sense. So this only totaled up to $480 after I removed all the things that had already been spent previously to that. So now we were left with $520. And that leaves us with $230 left over after this equals $290. So, like I said, we're not working on this one right now, but so we're going to go ahead and do some savings. And so I do have savings accounts for my kids. I usually try to put more in there, but it just depends on what I can. So each of my children, my son Kalen and my daughter Ella, they're each getting $5. And then I did see someone start doing this, and it gave me the idea to start saving for their graduations. Just when I can, throw in a $5. And my idea behind it as well is, like, if they don't get their allowance for the week because they're not contributing to chores or helping out around the house, then I'll go ahead and throw that money into graduation as well, just like as a little bit extra for them. My husband and I anniversary is in the fall, so I want to start saving for that. Vacations, always something we want to do if we can do it, so $25 into there, and that left me with a balance of $160 after I brought over $230. So I went ahead and put it in my emergency fund. Like I said, that's my goal right now, is to beef that up. So that should leave me with $0 left over. Instead of taking the time to write this all out, I'll just go ahead and show you what I have written out here, how I broke it all down, so that way I can go ahead and start stuffing my envelopes. So we're gonna go ahead, I should have $695 here, so we're gonna count that really quick. We have 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 600, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 8, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Whew. Okay, first try. Awesome. So $695 is what we'll be stuffing today. So let me put this aside so I can reference it. First thing we have to stuff is my wallet. So what I used for my wallet is I just used this Coach double zipper. I used the back one to hold all of my envelopes. I got these envelopes from Intentional Living. They're my favorite for my wallet because they're double-sided. So I have some money left over. This is just my daughter's birthday money. And then so I have one for eat out, one for miscellaneous, a family fun, back to the bank, one for me, one for gas, one for other, and then one for groceries. And groceries is empty, just full of receipts. And then I keep this little thing in here for extra change. So if you see gas is not on there, we currently have a Tesla. So we also have we have a van as our second car, like a minivan. We don't drive it very often, maybe like once a month. So I do have a gas card in here. It's like 25 bucks. So if we need to fill it up for anything, I have that available. And these are awesome. They just slide right on in here, fit perfectly, and you can zip it up. And then I keep all my cards in the front pouch. So for eating out, we were supposed to do 100, but we have already used some of that money, including today. After we went grocery shopping, we just grabbed some stuff from the, Sam's Club, the food court, to go ahead and make dinner really quick because it's already like past 6 o'clock when I got home. So really quickly, let me get through this. One of these days I want to buy a tray thing for all the money, but I just don't have that yet. So let's see if we can just expand this a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Okay, so what is left over for eating out is going to be $45. So we're going to go ahead and put that $45 right into eating out. Miscellaneous is going to be getting $10, and I have that in just 110. Don't have anything to back to the bank, and I didn't budget anything for family fun. Gas is something we don't need, and my money is actually going to go into a sinking fund since I already spent some of it, so I'm going to save the rest. And we don't have anything for other, and our groceries are fully spent, fortunately, but luckily there's only another week and a half until maybe, or I can see if I can stretch that even longer to go ahead and go forward with that. So the first one we will do, I guess, is we'll go ahead and do my personal spending. I have $50, and I budget that in all 5 so that I can split it up. So I got these fun little savings challenges online from so many different people. JodanBudgets, Amanda Budgets. I'm going to look for them all and see if I can link them all, but I have tons of different things that I use. in my binder. So once again, I also have these are my Christmas envelopes. I got these from Intentional Living. These are also double-sided. I love them, especially for Christmas when you're trying to, you know, get everything all figured out. So we're gonna go ahead and count $50 out in fives. So we have 5, oh, that's an awful 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And the goal is just for me to save up in different denominations for something that I want. Like something that I really want to buy is an electric canner, so I can teach myself how to can and, you know, just help provide some more stabilization food-wise for my family. That or just little kitchen gadgets here and there, always something that I love to buy. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we are going to put some money in these. So I have, looks like I had some money in these and I had to pull them out. So we're just gonna start all over. So I had $15, it looks like, in my $5 savings challenge. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back in. And then here's another one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use with this, but it doesn't hurt to just do fun savings challenges to see where you're at. And this one had 10 in it, because each one of these little bills is $5. Black Friday, definitely something that I want to save for. I already had 5 in there, so I'll go ahead and put that in there and see if I have more. Planners. Love the planners. I have used Budget Mom's book before, and then these are on sale for $5, so I went ahead and bought 4 of them, the little monthly planners, and I gave them away as Mother's Day gifts, and I bought one for myself so that I can start using it again. So very excited about that. But it's not gonna last forever, so definitely have to start saving up for what I want to use next. And this I have in here, not really something I'm doing right this moment, but if I decide to, I have it available. And so I still have an extra $15 left over, so let's see where we can put it. I think I want to put an extra $5 into planner, extra $5 into Black Friday, because my cousins and sisters and I, we always go shopping on Black Friday. And it's just fun, something fun to do, so having money in there is always great. And then we're gonna go ahead and put an extra 5 into my $5 savings challenge. And there we go, that's all of those. And while we're here, we will go ahead and stuff Christmas. Christmas got $20, and it's just a 20, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in my son's envelope and start saving for him. My goal is like $200 per family member to do presents and some little stockings if we can get it. And then based on the amount of cousins we have to buy for, my family does like gift card swaps, so we do that. Siblings, parents, any Christmas food, Christmas fun, any Christmas decor you want to buy, as well as stockings. Those are just all the categories I have saved for Christmas to use going forward if I want, but the main ones I use are just these first few, making sure that I get everyone in the family. Okay, this next binder, I don't have them labeled for specific things, like, you know, short-term, long-term, or anything like that. It's just a matter of where they fit, how they go. So these cute little ones I have for my kids, I bought them on Etsy. Once again, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I've actually been envelope stuffing for probably like 3 or 4 years, and always wanted to do a YouTube channel on it, and I finally decided to go ahead and do it. So for Ella, she's getting $5 plus $5 for graduation. So I need to print out, I have some printed out little graduation syncing or trackers that I need to go ahead and save and put in there. And then $5, once it gets up high enough, I'll go ahead and deposit that into her savings account. And then we're gonna do the same thing with Kaylin. We're gonna go ahead and take $10 from the pile and put that in his little Yoda envelope. Perfect. Next thing we have our extracurriculars. So I have my daughter's ballet and my son's basketball. And I pay monthly for the ballet, and the basketball is something he just started. So if he wants to go ahead and go forward with that, something that we're going to go ahead and do. But we earmarked $25 for that, and that was 2 10s and a 5. And I'm going to put 10 into ballet or dance because, you know, this is for recital. She just had her spring recital, so now we start saving for the winter recital, or leotards, ballet shoes, dance shoes, all that fun stuff. And then for basketball, we'll go ahead and put 15, see if he likes it, if he wants to continue, or if he wants to move on to karate. I also have karate back here if he decides to do that. Next up, I have these like pantry stockpile and a meat restock that I got from JodanBudgets, I believe. And this is like if I ever have extra grocery money or extra money that I have nothing to do with and I want a spot to put it, I'll go ahead and put these there. This fun little Disney envelope, debt and savings. We're not putting anything into those right now. So the majority of it, oh, actually, sorry, the savings is going to be for an emergency fund. So this is going to get $260. So we have $200 bills. And then let's see how I broke it down. A 15 and 10. Okay. So 260 going into an emergency fund, which is awesome. Hopefully we don't have to use it in the next couple weeks, but it's there if we do. And then our last binder. If you're interested, I got these 2 binders at this binder at Hobby Lobby, this one off Etsy or off Amazon, as well as this one off Amazon, in case you wanted to know where these came from. So the first one, these ones I just made like when I very first started cash stuffing. I made a bunch of envelopes, and these ones I've just continued to use. So for clothing, we're getting $50, and like I said, that's gonna get spent super fast on some shoes. Hopefully we can find them for $50, but if not, we have some buffer in our account to go ahead use that if we need to. The pets are gonna get $25. Right now we are stocked up on dog food, bunny food, all the stuff they need, but this is to just go ahead so we can do another big stock up. Date night, I did not budget anything for, but I need to next time. This is going to be our anniversary one, and we are going to be putting $25 into that to make some new labels for these. Back to school is going to get $50. They shouldn't need a ton because they're just getting a week off in between the end of this year and the beginning of next year, so they still have a lot of the school supplies they haven't used. So we'll see what gets sent home, see what they need for their next grades, and then go ahead and buy those. Birthdays is going to go ahead and get 20, I believe. Yes. And all of these are empty right now, so we're starting from scratch on all of them. So if you see these numbers, these are the original goals I had for these every month. It's a long time ago. We're not stuffing Halloween. This is for the fair. And this one's going to be for vacation, and it's also getting $25. Okay, now we have all of these ones which go into my kids' allowance. I like to give them one, so if they want to spend some, if they want to break up their money into spend and save, they can go ahead and do that. And so they keep spending money and save and be able to save some money. And I currently have $50 left over. And I don't know where it goes. Oh, this is the extra money I owe my kids. So they each got $25 for their birthday, and I had it in my wallet and used it, so paying back that $50. Okay, this is all. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like this video and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Anything that you do or any struggles that you're going through right now. I know with inflation and everything, it's hard, and trying to make sure we're feeding our families within that budget that we already have and not having to increase it too much. If you're going through any financial struggles, please feel free to share. Sometimes it's just nice to have someone to listen to or understand what you're going through. So I'm always here if you want to chat. And please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.